If you've ever felt fear grip your heart, if you've ever wondered whether you have the strength to face the unthinkable, this story is for you. Cancer is a word that no one ever wants to hear, yet it has touched so many lives. But beyond the fear, beyond the uncertainty, there is resilience, there is hope, and there is life. Today I will tell you the story of Mary, an amazing girl who overcame breast cancer. Let's watch the video. My journey to beating cancer, from diagnosis to recovery. I remember vividly the day I discovered the lump. It was March, and I was taking a shower when my hand accidentally brushed against my left breast. A small, hard mass. My heart stopped. At 40 years old, a mother of two, I had always considered myself healthy. But that moment changed everything. After undergoing a mammogram and a biopsy, the doctor confirmed in April, stage 2 breast cancer. The clinic spun around me. Would I live to see my children grow up? Would I make it to their graduations? Fear consumed me, but I knew I had to fight. My husband held my hand as we left the doctor's office, his eyes red with tears. "We'll get through this," he said. But deep down, I wondered if we really would. Treatment began with surgery, a lumpectomy to remove the tumour, followed by lymph node testing. The operation was successful, but waking up with a scar on my chest, I felt as though my body had betrayed me. I was weak, exhausted, and that scar was a constant reminder of my illness. My children noticed. I tried to hide it, but my daughter asked why I had a wound. I told her it was just a mark where the doctor had fixed me. But inside, I was breaking. Then came chemotherapy in May, every 3 weeks. The first session was terrifying. The cold IV drip, the sterile hospital smell. That night, nausea hit me like a wave, and a week later, my hair began to fall out in clumps. The fatigue was relentless. Looking in the mirror, bald and pale, I cried. I felt alone. But then, I found an online support group through the American Cancer Society. Women shared tips: ginger tea for nausea, cold caps to slow hair loss. And suddenly, I wasn't alone anymore. These women had been through what I was going through, and they had survived. That gave me hope. Radiation therapy began in August, burning my skin and deepening my fatigue. Some days I wanted to quit. Some days I screamed into my pillow, angry at the world. But then I thought of my children, their laughter, their hugs. That kept me going. A friend suggested yoga videos on YouTube, and I gave it a try, trembling at first. The gentle stretches soothed me, and gradually I felt stronger. MD Anderson Cancer Center recommended physical activity during treatment, and they were right. It gave me a sense of control. Sometimes my husband joined me, rolling out a mat beside mine. In those moments, we were a team, fighting together. But it wasn't just my body that suffered. My mind was a battlefield. Anxiety kept me awake at night, fearing recurrence. Depression crept in, making me feel like I would never be myself again. I started journaling every evening, pouring my fears and hopes onto the pages. They were messy, tear-stained entries. What if I don't see them graduate? What if it comes back? But it helped. The National Cancer Institute said writing down emotions could ease distress, and I felt it. Then my doctor suggested meditation. Sitting still seemed impossible at first. My thoughts raced uncontrollably. But little by little I found peace. I closed my eyes, breathed deeply, and imagined a calm lake. It didn't cure everything, but it became my refuge. I also joined a local support group, and met survivors who had lived 5 years beyond treatment. They laughed, shared stories of post-treatment vacations, of birthdays they once feared they wouldn't see. They showed me that life after cancer was real. Cancer Research UK stated that such groups reduced fear of recurrence, and I felt it. The small flame of hope inside me flickered and grew. By October, my doctor told me I was cancer-free. Relief washed over me. I clung to my husband so tightly that he laughed through his tears. But recovery wasn't easy. I was still exhausted. My muscles ached after months of treatment, and every little symptom sent me into panic. Was that chest pain something serious? Was my headache a sign of relapse? Over the next year, I kept journaling and set small goals. Daily walks, my son holding my hand beside me. Yoga became routine, and I started eating healthier. More greens, fewer processed foods, just as Macmillan Cancer Support recommended. My children noticed. On weekends, I baked with my daughter, flour covering the kitchen, and in those moments, life felt normal again. My husband stood at the doorway, smiling. "Look at you two," he said. And for that moment, we were just a family. Nothing more, nothing less. 2 years later, I decided to run a 5K. It sounded crazy. I had never been a runner, but the American Cancer Society stated that exercise reduced the risk of recurrence and improved quality of life. I trained slowly, walking before running, my breath shaky at first, but steadying with time. My family cheered me on. My son made a sign that read, "Go, Mom," in crayon. On race day, crossing that finish line, I cried, not from pain, but from joy. My legs were sore, but my heart soared. I wasn't just surviving, I was living. Today, I am more than a survivor. I am thriving. I volunteer at a local cancer support group, sharing my story to inspire others. If I could face my fears, endure chemotherapy, and rediscover joy, if I could run a 5K with my family cheering me on, so can you. You are not alone. Seek out groups like the American Cancer Society forums. Try yoga as I did on YouTube. Write down your fears like I did. Take it one day at a time and never lose hope. This is your journey and you can do it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on essential health information.